What is up, YouTube? So in this video, I'm going to elaborate on that quote by Einstein where he said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. So if you like the idea of having your life actually improve day after day, week after week, month after month, watch this video. If you don't want your life to improve, click off my page and unfollow me. So how we actually do this, right? Here's my awesome drawings. I wanted to, again, open with that Einstein quote because if you want your life to change, you literally have to change things in your life. You have to change how you wake up, what thoughts you participate in, how you set your goals, like what your goals even are, how you experience yourself emotionally on the average day. Like if you feel bad, do you not follow your to-do list? Do you even have a to-do list, right? There's all these different things. So let's get into my cool drawings. I was pumped up about this earlier and I really want to elaborate on this. So let's go. You got your daily life, okay? Let's start with that. And as you're walking through life and you have your day-to-day that you're working on, like you got your goals you're trying to achieve. You got your work that you do. You got your, self-improvement plan. Maybe you hang out with your family, with your kids. You got your daily life. You want a better life. I'm sure you do. I'm sure on many levels you want your life to be better. You want to make more money, have better relationships, etc. I make all my videos on this channel for the people who are attempting to do that, like big time, okay? Again, big time could mean different things to different people. You might just want to be a better parent. You might want to literally be, a world changer. This applies to anyone and everyone who wants that better, that better you. Here's the thing. This daily life is being dragged down from something called your past. Your past, right? All that stuff. You could be an 18-year-old watching this. You could be 70 years old watching this. I connect with a lot of people. I've realized this recently. I have probably the most diverse network of people around me that out of anyone that I know. Like I have friends who are like multi-millionaires, and then I have friends who are like literally like sleeping out of their car and homeless. Everyone wants their life to be better though, and I've learned a lot over the past 10 years basically doing this. So here's the thing. You got your daily life and you got your past. Here's this amazing thing that will be able to happen. Okay, let me now move over here. Make it exciting, right? I'm in my office. It's not the most beautifully put together thing. So I'll give you a little office tour later on. But I did build this office with my wife's dad. Actually, it's a solid structure here. So you got your daily life and you got your past, and it will hold you back. This is why I'm saying insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. So your past will hold you back. Now, you can either repeat your past and then you make a worse you, or you can learn from your past and get to a better you. So now, all right, let's go hardcore. This. See, everyone's got these fancy YouTube setups. I'm showing you a real human being who actually just freaking cares how to make videos. I have my whiteboard and I got my marker, all right? This. We're gonna make, my son was using this marker and he he put it to work. It's on my wall over there too. I'm painting the walls in here though. So anyway, all right. This right freaking here, this one is so important, okay? By the end of this video, by the way, I'm going to give you 2 questions you can ask yourself that will overall make your life way better. And it's through this, right? Simple daily self-reflection. But when you hear the word self-reflection, what honestly comes up for you? Here's my whole point to this freaking video, okay? So bear with me for the next 60 seconds because part of you is going to want to just turn off and go, oh my God, not self-reflection. Oh, right? Very few of you actually have your dopamine circuits wired to get pleasure out of self-reflection. But I'm going to show you how to do it. So again, makes sense. Let's catch it up to speed, and then I'm going to give you the freaking 1-minute download, and then I'll give you some cool questions you can ask yourself. So daily life. You want to be the better you, right? You set goals. You do all this cool stuff to try and improve. But if you're not actually getting that better you, like for real, where it's measurable, people around you are complimenting you like, wow, dude, your life has changed. Like, holy cow, that's awesome. Like, if you're not getting that, on some level, your past is still holding you back. And again, the downside of this is you will repeat your past over and over and over and over and over. And then you will walk around and then 10 years goes by and you're like, dang, why do I keep like repeating the same patterns? Like, this sucks. right? But you can learn from the past, okay? Through something called self-reflection. And when it is done right, and you actually learn from the past, boom, you become this better you. So that was my 1 minute spiel, okay? If your eyes didn't gloss over, you're still watching the video, right? Self-reflection is like, I have a specific process that I do every day for usually about 45 to 60 minutes when I wake up. Some days when I'm really upgrading in life and like really pushing myself, I will do the self-reflection process for like 2 to 3 hours every morning. And it's a massive, massive, massive reason why I've grown so much over the past, really 5 years in terms of really being able to make money, having an awesome relationship with my wife, having a homestead, like building my life out and having this very cool, community around me. So here's the 2 questions, okay? One is, okay, I'll give a little more context, then I'll ask you the questions. Again, I don't like script these videos. Earlier I was looking at this because I was explaining it to someone. I was like, dude, this is like, this freaking map right here, it might seem so simple, but if you're not doing it, I promise you your life won't get better. And then you become this one, right? Worse you. I should put a frowny face on it, but my marker's over there now. Okay, so here's 2 concepts I want you to look at. I want you to look at your top 10% days and then your bottom 10% days, whatever that means to you. You get your top 10% days, right? Where it's like, life's good, you're crushing it, you're leveling up in your business, right? You're like, there's going to be different things when you can honestly look at the last, out of, let's say, your last year, those top 10% days, the ones where you actually were making progress, you're happy with yourself, you're feeling good, like life is moving forward, you're making an impact in other people's lives, those top 10% days. And then look at the bottom 10% days, the days where you're going backwards, like it wasn't good, you're sabotaging yourself, you're having a fight or arguments with people, okay? Now I want you to ask yourself, what did I do on the top 10% days? And literally write it out on a piece of paper and a note. What was I doing on those top 10% days? Then your other one is, what was I doing on those bottom 10% days? Write those out for yourself. Write those out for yourself. Why? This is the thing, right? You're looking at your past. You're looking at your past to learn from it for real. You want to actually learn from it so you can become the better you. Otherwise, I promise you, you're like year over year, the 10% top day should get better and better and better and better. And those bottom 10% days should be like what your old top 10% days used to be. That didn't make sense. Let me make it very, very clear. Currently, right? Whatever year it is you're watching this, you will have your top 10% days of like where life is good, you're crushing it, you're doing good, you're making progress. Over time, that should be like your bottom 10%, like the level of impact you're having in your life and the amount of happiness and fulfillment and inspiration you have. Over the years, that should be just like normal, and then you should keep expanding and expanding. And again, if you want more on that, just watch my other YouTube videos, because there's a way bigger vision you can have for your life. But again, I just want to make this practical. So for a self-reflection exercise, look at that. Top 10% days, bottom 10% days. Give yourself just some bullet points and look at that. But now you're going to take that and then you want to start working that into how you set your goals, how you set up your calendar, okay? So if you want more than on how to implement that, what you learn from the self-reflection, so you can be that better you, just find me off it. Best way I can describe it, because there's really 2 videos I have, and I'm not going to go through the work of linking them on the YouTube. Like, I don't know some person who manages my YouTube page, but I promise you, there's a video I have about the second brain, which I'll send you that. And then I have another one on, it's called Chief Aim and Vision. And that's an in-depth training on this. So you can actually take those top 10% days and work it into your calendar so you actually do it. So here's the last thing I want to say. Again, is this self-reflection. Earlier, why I was so like highlighting that point of sometimes people's eyes gloss over and you like go into a trance when you hear self-reflection. Okay, it's because you were never taught this as a kid, how to actually self-reflect, how to actually develop wisdom within yourself. I heard a quote today from Aristotle, the Greek philosopher, not my son, the same name, but the Greek philosopher. He was saying that wisdom is the blend of experience and reflection, right? So you can have the experiences and you can learn, but you also then have to reflect on it. But why don't people reflect? Because it's freaking hard. It's hard to actually sit down and not have distractions and actually sit down and answer these questions. So in this video and in future videos of mine, I will be giving you more questions and more practical advice like this of what you can do. And it's amazing, right? I'll give you one more as just a little bonus here at the end of the video. is anytime you complete a task, especially an important task, so something that's going to relate to, again, your goals, like your mission, what you're doing in your life, ask yourself these two questions. Ask yourself, what went well? And what do you need to do better? Do you see how if you were to actually ask that to yourself every single day and take 2 minutes to reflect, right? Self-reflection. You see how that takes your daily life, and then you're looking at your past, and your past really becomes an asset for you. Like, it makes your life better because then you learn and then you get to be a better you. Versus the past, you don't take that moment to reflect, because either way, you're going to either reflect or not. You don't take it, and then guess what's going to happen? You're going to repeat. So again, if you find yourself looping, you have these windows of opportunity where you can blast through, but you don't, and you loop and you loop and you loop. If you're really stuck with that, doing the exercise here will help, but it's not going to be like a magic bullet that's going to totally change your life. For that, message me and I'll send you those other 2 videos. And in general, even if you like this kind of stuff and you want to know like what's a second brain, it's a whole freaking 45-minute training I did. If you want to know what chief aim is, vision, how to actually set your goals so you can do this. And then part of your life becomes a self-reflection. So every morning or every evening you can do this. That way you're actually being this better you over and over and over and over and over. And then you can be a positive force for good in the world, let's say. That's like my kindergarten way of explaining it. But it's like, actually, that's why I make these videos, is to help the people out there who actually want to level up, have that impact, really make a difference in the world, so you can do that. And then we can work on really cool projects together, because I have a whole network of almost 3,000 people now that are into this kind of thing. And we should connect further, because that's what the world needs now, is a lot of people who actually care working together on this. So we're all like on the same team, like rowing in the same direction. All right. So if you like that, look in the description, find me on Facebook. I just have my Facebook link. Just DM me on Facebook. Once a day, I check the message inbox. I'll send you more stuff. All right. Cheers.